Hi everyone, it's me Emily. Today I'm doing a let's play on my kidcore island. I have a villager's yard which I'm going to be decorating. I also need to try and gift some presents to each of my villagers because I realised I haven't been talking to them too much. I'm also just planning to have a chat about my island, talk through some of my ideas for what I'm going to be doing next. So hopefully this is just a fun let's play. Make sure you're subscribed and leave me a like and a comment on this video if you enjoyed. On my kidcore play park area, I wasn't too sure what to put in this little mushroom, so you'll see that I did have a dolly there, but it was suggested that I use some type of teddy bear instead, so I'm just switching this out for a panda, which I think looks so cute. I like how the green of the panda matches the green of the trees behind it, so I'm very glad for that suggestion, and yeah, I think it looks good. I did want to show you that I have added in quite a big river along my island now. I've just left some spots blank. Once I have some more money, I'm going to be putting bridges in there. But yeah, the reason for that is because I realised that I wanted to start catching the fish to work on my museum, but I actually can't work too much on it because I didn't have a river from where I flattened my island, so I just decided to add that in. Here I am gifting Pietro super quickly. I chose out some clothing for my villagers, so he's having this red hoodie and I think it looks awesome on him. And in exchange I got a nice new piece of furniture, so definitely always a good idea to gift your villagers. And Astrid was at home, so I decided to stop in and see her as well. She was actually crafting as well. I got a new recipe from her. So whilst I'm going through finding my villagers, let me talk about some of the builds which I have planned for this kidcore island, just because I have so much space left and it's definitely a kind of struggle to find actual builds to do. I have lots of areas for my transition areas or where I just have pathing going from one place to the other, but I need to make actual builds as well, just for how I like to set up my islands. So something that I was thinking of is a restaurant, some type of restaurant. I thought maybe I would do a jungle cafe inspired restaurant, which was actually my very first video on this channel, was me doing a speed build for a jungle cafe, and I was thinking I might do that because the Rainforest Cafe is an actual restaurant that we have in England. I'm not sure where else in the world it is, but it's awesome. I love it there. It's just this rainforest themed cafe, and so that definitely has nostalgia for me, which is normally quite a key element of the kidcore aesthetic, so I thought maybe I would do a rainforest cafe. Something else I wanted to work on was a bakery shop. I definitely want to put a little bakery on my island. I think that will be so cute and it will let me use a lot of different furniture, such as different tables or chairs, things like that, that I think should be quite fun and exciting to use, and I just think I can make a really cute bakery. I also still have my museum to decorate. I'm thinking for that I'm going to do something along the lines of a children's day at the museum, so do some learning exhibits, maybe work on some bug models and some fish models, and then set up an area where children might come to the museum to learn about those. I'm just starting work on Broccolo's yard right here. I began by placing out the pathing. I need to quickly grab myself some iron fencing because when I was choosing out all the furniture items, I actually completely forgot about the fencing and the flowers that I like to place around my villager yards. So that was a little bit of a detour just to run back and grab these. As always, I like to use flowers and bushes, and for him I chose out orange lilies, very nice and colourful, and then I went with the yellow bushes just because I thought yellow and blue would look a bit nicer than blue and red, and so his house is blue, so that's why I went with the yellow bushes here, and I'm just going to get to work planting these into their spaces. I also have a campsite build to make, and I already know what I want to do on my campsite. I'm very excited for this. I don't know how many of you might have done this, but when I was younger I did Girl Guides. I actually did it all the way up. I did rainbows, brownies, then the Girl Guides, and then I actually did do Young Leaders for a while. I had to stop because I couldn't make it there with college at the same time, but as soon as I get old enough I am going to go back to kind of girl guiding and look to help out at my own troop and stuff like that. So yeah, Girl Guides was definitely quite a big part of my childhood, so I thought by my campsite I would make a girl guiding camp. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that, but I want some of those children's tents that came out on the toy day. I want to do a campfire, maybe create an obstacle course, because I feel like quite a classic camp activity was to do obstacle courses. I might do a stage for some type of a band area. I think it should work really nicely. I'm very excited for that. When I planned my island, I did say I was going to make an orchard as well. I'm not too sure if I'm still going to do that. I think it would be a good idea, but at the moment I don't have all the fruits on my island just yet. But maybe once I have collected them all, I might have a think about setting up an orchard. I'm sure most of you know who Froggy Crossing is. Raven has a channel called Froggy Crossing. I'll link it in the description box below. And she's actually working on a kidcore island at the moment. And she recently made a video on a post office, and I actually already had a post office planned, like I'd saved the custom designs I needed for it, and seeing that video really inspired me to make a post office. So I'm also thinking of potentially doing one. I don't think mine will look quite the same as hers because I have some different ideas of how I would want it to look, but I definitely think it would be fun to do a post office. If you haven't seen that video, I do recommend it. The build turns out super cute. So as I say, I'll link it in the description box, but watching that video definitely inspired me to potentially put a post office on my island. And of course that is just for builds. I still have lots more things I can do. When I do design challenges, you often end up with a build that kind of gets left behind, so I definitely have that as an option. Broccolo's yard is coming along very nicely. I put the toy box there, which I think looks so cute. And he's a lazy villager, so he definitely reminds me of a type of villager who might play with toys, just because the lazy personality often feels a bit more childlike, which is why I want so many lazies on my kidcore island. Once I was happy with the yard, I'm just now heading on up to Nook's Cranny, but I did get distracted by a balloon. In my Let's Plays especially, I just let myself go and do kind of whatever I need to do. I don't worry solely on doing one build. Normally if I'm going to do a build, that is for a speed build. So you can see I'm kind of shaking down my money trees, just stuff like that, sorting them out. But yes, back we go to Nook's Cranny. And Mira was actually in here, which was perfect because I needed to give her a gift as well. I actually didn't like how this dress turned out on her, but you know, I just took a risk and gave it to her, and the colour still looks nice, but I just didn't think it was the best choice. I also decided whilst I was in here to pick up this video camera just because it was such a nice bright red. I think if I can find somewhere to put it, it will definitely fit in well on my kidcore island. So with that, let me thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. I have many more builds to come, so if you did enjoy, then I recommend you consider subscribing to my channel. Also, please make sure to leave me a like and a comment on this video if you did enjoy. And with that, I will see you all next time. Bye!